This is the wonderful season of Navaratri. Navaratri or Dashera. In the south we call it Navaratri 9 days, while all India it is Dashera, the 10 days of celebration. This celebration is dedicated to the three goddesses, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. The most common feature in India, it's a pan-Indian feature, is that the brown chana, the kuttuk kadala as it is called in Tamil, it's a brown chana, it's a gram that is offered to the Devi. Why? In UP and Punjab, Dashera celebrates the victory of Rama over Ravana. It is the 10-day war and the final day is the Vijayadashmi. The 10 days are observed with fasts, and on either the Saptami or the Ashtami, that is the 7th day or the 8th day of the Navaratri festival, little girls are invited home and they are given this brown chana. Brown chana and a little suji halwa, the rava keshari, and a little coin and puri. This is a dhanam for the kanya, that is the nubile children, and they are treated as the goddesses and given this dakshina. In the south, the brown chana is offered to Durga on Thursdays and on Fridays. Especially on Saraswati Puja day, that is the 9th day when we keep all the books and do the puja, this brown chana is offered as a prasada. Why brown chana? The brown chana or the kuttuk kadala has a special significance. First of all, it is a native ingredient. Normally, what we call the shundal, which is offered on the 9 days, 9 shundals are offered to Devi. I just want you to think about shundal and salad. Look at the words. And this is a kind of a salad. In the West they call it a bean salad, and here we call it a shundal. Okay, the shundal is offered on every day. Each day there is one particular shundal that is offered. But why the brown chana? Because first of all, it is an Indian farm product, number one. Another thing, the dark color of any vegetable, any grain denotes strength. It denotes high iron content. It denotes a very good health quotient for the product. It's also a symbol of fertility, and it is offered to women so that it helps them to procreate. It's all interrelated. The Devi Puja, the fertility symbols, the procreation, the world has to go on, as it were. It's also very hardy, gives you a lot of energy. And this is the time, the Navaratri, when the rains are there, especially in the south, even in the north, many places there are the rains. You need high energy to go through your daily chores. What happens is, this is soaked overnight. It is then cooked in, it used to be cooked in pots, earthen pots, and it used to take 8 hours. In fact, this is one of the things that was cooked overnight also sometimes. Early in the morning, they would get up and start cooking and it will go on. But now, of course, we have the pressure cooker and fish. We have a few whistles and the chana is done. Now, I'm going to drain this chana. I kept the water to show you that it's a chocolate brown liquid. What do we do with the liquid? That is an interesting question. The shundal or the salad is an easy snack that can be made not only during Navaratri but throughout the year. It's a wonderful thing to give your child when he or she comes back from school, because it's high protein, and especially in a vegetarian kitchen, it's very, very important for, it provides carbohydrates, it provides protein, and it is tasty as well. During Navaratri we make the shundal and we give it in eco-friendly donnais. You know, the little cups made out of eco-friendly palm leaf or the arashin, the ashoka tree, and we give it to all the guests who come to attend our Kolu. We are going to see a lot of Kolu or the dolls exhibition later on in our series, and we will invite you to come and visit us at home, and we'll give you a virtual donne of shundal. Okay, now this brown chana, the water I was telling you about, I'm going to drain it out. Just look at the dish I've taken to drain out, because every shundal that I've cooked and I'm going to show you has got a lot of water. Now what am I going to do with this water? I don't throw it away because I've cooked it with salt, so it's salty water, and I'm going to use that water to make rasam. It's fabulous. The rasam made out of the water of this chanas tastes awesome. Try it and get back to me. I'm going to show you the basic ingredients that go into a shundal, and then you can tweak it and change it according to the taste of your family and according to your creativity. I take til oil. As I told you, I like only til oil or coconut oil, and I'm putting on my induction cooker. The oil is in there. I've put til oil into my saucepan, my most favorite oil, til or sesame oil, which is nalla enne, that is the best oil that you can take. And I'm going to season with mustard, urad dal or black gram dal, the white urad dal, I'm going to add a chili. I'm just going to split the chili. I'm going to add a little hing and brown the urad dal. Okay. Browning the urad dal. Remember, the seasoning is the first thing that triggers off your salivatory process. It hits the tongue, the mustard, and it is part of your digestive process, which begins right at the beginning. I'm going to toss in the brown chana. Now there are two ways in which you can make this. You can make it the South Indian way, and you can have, I'm adding coriander powder, chili powder, a little haldi because I love haldi. Some people don't put haldi, and actually the coriander should be strong. I've added this. The same thing, if you add a little garam masala, I'm using Ramdev's Sabji Masala. I find it very, very good. I'm just adding a pinch. Then it becomes a North Indian flavor. Okay? And what do the North Indians do? They add mango powder. I'm adding so much. I have fresh mango, but I'm going to show it to you with other South Indian sundals. This I'm purposely making it into a North Indian shundal. I'm going to add a little curry patta and ginger. Gingers again are digestive. So there is the shundal. The same thing, if you avoid the garam masala, all you have to do is to add a little grated coconut, and that becomes a South Indian shundal. Frankly, any dish becomes your own when you add the little bits of your own taste into it. So shall we see how this tastes? The salt that I had used in the cooking, when I pressure cooked it, is enough for me. I used a little less salt. And this is absolutely delicious. It's got the strong flavor of the garam masala. The clove is a bit high, but it's nice. And here I'm going to add some chopped coriander. And the shundal is ready. The chana shundal is ready. I wouldn't have tasted it if I was offering it to Ambar. Okay? If it was before the puja, I would not have tasted it. But since it is for you on YouTube, well, I've tasted it just to get the taste right. Right? So there, that is the brown chana shundar. It is slightly spicy, but it's okay. It will go down. You know, the chana absorbs all the spices if you leave it for a little while. And if you want to take away the spiciness, just add a little lemon in it. It will be delicious. Or add coconut, which will sweeten it. The brown chana is ready.